Hi students, I am Professor Awais Ahmed Hussaini, working as Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department at Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yadra. In this video, we will discuss the primary and secondary refrigerant. So students, as we know that the media is necessary every time in every thermal or in mechanical applications or equipment. You just take an example of the IC engine. In IC engine we need petrol and diesel as a fuel, so it acts as a media, and finally at the end we will get some kind of the mechanical energy through that particular engine. You take example of hydroelectrical power plant. So water is act as a media or working fluid in case of the turbine, hydro turbine. In case of the gas power plant, similar way we need that gas or air as a working media, and it continuously blowing on the surface of the blades, and it continuously circulated throughout in cycle. So, and similar way in case of the steam power plant, the steam is act as that working media, and it strike on the surface of the steam turbine, and finally we will get the mechanical energy at the end. So similar way in case of the refrigeration and air conditioning, that refrigerant is act as a working media. So the main function of the refrigerant is to absorb the heat from one place and dissipate that heat or reject that heat to some other space, and it will produce cooling as well as it will produce heating effect. If we use that refrigerator, we will get that cooling effect. Similar way in case of the air conditioning also, but in case of the heat pump we will get heating effect through that particular kind of the refrigerant. So in simple way, the main function of the refrigerant is to absorb the heat from the one place and dissipate or reject the heat to some another place. So refrigerant is a substance or mixture, usually a fluid, used in a heat pump, or in case of the refrigeration and air conditioning cycle. In most cycle it undergoes the phase transmission from gas to liquid or from liquid to gas, and this particular system repeat itself. Many working fluids have been used for such a purpose. So here you will get idea about the classification of the refrigerant. There are two types of the refrigerant. The first is primary refrigerant, second one is a secondary refrigerant. So students, we have to know the concept of that primary refrigerant first. So in simple way or in single line, the primary refrigerant will take a part directly in cooling application or heating application. But in case of the secondary refrigerant, first that secondary refrigerant is cooled by primary refrigerant, then that secondary refrigerant is used for the cooling or that heating purpose. So again, that primary refrigerant are divided into two types, used directly as a working fluid, or second one is that undergoes phase change, example that R134A or that R40A. Again, that secondary refrigerant are categorized into two. Some are liquid that are used to transport energy, and another one category is not undergo and phase change, example water or brine. So students, here you will get idea about the working of the ICE power plant for better understanding concept of the refrigeration in case of the particular refrigerant. So here you will get the idea about the four basic parts of the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. The first is compressor, second one is condenser, third one is reservoir, or you can say it as that next is that throttling device or expansion valve, and last one is evaporator. So this is nothing but a simple vapor compression system. So in case of the ICE power plant, we use primary as well as secondary refrigerant. So in case of the ICE factory, the primary refrigerant is ammonia. We are use ammonia as a primary refrigerant. It will take main part, or it play main part for cooling purpose, and secondary one is that brine. So it is a mixture of that water and salt. So it acts as a secondary refrigerant. So here you will get the working of that particular ice power plant. So whatever the ammonia which is having the low pressure and temperature, or sometimes you can say it as a wet vapor ammonia, is enters in the compressor, where it get compressed at a high pressure, high temperature. Then that high pressure, high temperature vapor refrigerant is enters in the condenser. In condenser, latent heat of condensation takes place by circulating some kind of the water through the cooling tower area, and phase change takes place from the vapor to liquid. So here whatever the liquid refrigerant or that liquid ammonia is enters in the throttle wall through that reservoir. In throttle wall, throttling action is carried out. Throttle wall is just an expansion wall where the pressure and temperature of that liquid refrigerant goes on reduces, and in case of the evaporator, when that low pressure, low temperature in case of the liquid ammonia is enters, here that evaporator absorb the heat from that particular space, and phase change takes place from the liquid to vapor, and the same vapor is enters in the compressor for further compression process. So what exactly that evaporator do? So here you will get idea about there is a one big tank, you can say it as a big space through which we can put different ice can. Here you will get in rectangular box different ice plant, and that ice plant gets surrounded by solution of the brine. So brine is nothing but that mixture of the salt and water. So here in that particular portion evaporator coils are continuously wound throughout that particular chamber. So what exactly that evaporator do? Evaporator absorb the heat through that particular brine through that that evaporator coil, and because of that brine get cooled first, and that cooling effect get absorbed by that ice can. So in this way the working of that ice plant takes place. So here the ammonia is act as a primary refrigerant. It is directly take a part in the cooling of the brine, and brine is act as a secondary refrigerant. It is responsible for the cooling of that ice can. So classification of refrigerant, the first is as discussed earlier the primary refrigerant, and second one is the secondary refrigerant. So primary refrigerant, these are the refrigerant which cool the substance or space directly by absorbing the latent heat. So it absorbs the heat during evaporation in the evaporator and release it that during the condensation process through the condenser element. So it is also known as direct expansion system. You can take example of the n number of the refrigerant like freon, ammonia, SO2, CO2, etc. These fluid provide refrigeration by undergoing a phase change process in the evaporator. Secondary refrigerant. In refrigeration plant, a secondary coolant is used as a cooling medium which absorbs heat from the refrigerated space and transfer to the primary refrigerant. Means in case of the secondary refrigerant carry the heat from the primary refrigerant, then that secondary refrigerant cool and it is utilized for cooling some other. So secondary refrigerant are also known as under the name brine or antifreezes. So here you will get idea about some kind of the things related with the refrigerant. So fluid suitable for refrigeration purpose can be classified into again that primary and secondary refrigerant as discussed earlier. Primary refrigerant are those fluids which are directly take part in the refrigeration system, and it can be used in both application like vapor compression refrigeration system as well as in case of the vapor absorption refrigeration system. When used in the compression or absorption system, these fluid provide refrigeration by undergoing a phase change process in the evaporator. In the evaporator, the refrigerant change phase from the liquid to vapor, or in case of the condenser, the phase change takes place from the vapor to liquid. So here it is used, that secondary refrigerant is used as a heat transfer media, like that cooled or that heated by primary refrigeration system. Use sensible heat. It is not subjected to the change of the phase. Keep in mind that. So secondary refrigerant like water or that brine, never phase change takes place in this particular application, like that ice factories. Addition or removing the heat will cause temperature change only. So it is used as a heat transfer medium, especially if the cooling effect is distributed over a long distance using a fan or coil. So this is basic idea about designation of the refrigerant. Here you will get idea about one refrigerant which is famous nowadays, and it is used everywhere for domestic application like freezer, as well as in case of the air conditioner. Nowadays that R134A are used, but still some modification is going on, and recently we are using that R1234A as a working fluid, or generally we are using that R401 as a refrigerant for that domestic and commercial or that applications. So here that R stand for that refrigerant, that 1 stand for that carbon number, that 3 stand for the number of the hydrogen plus 1, that 4 indicate the number of fluorine atom, and that A, that is in lower case, indicate the lower case, later denote the specific isomer. The molecular formulation takes place. So here this is the designation of the refrigerant. So there are various properties of the refrigerant. So it is a main important issue regarding that properties. So we must have to select a good kind of or proper kind of the refrigerant for a particular application. Low cost and ease of the handling, this is the basic criteria. Easily available, non-toxic and poisonous, non-explosive, non-corrosive, chemically stable, non-flammable, leakage easily detectable. So these are the basic requirement of good refrigerant. Apart from that, moderate and low condensing pressure is the basic criteria. High specific heat is another criteria. Low boiling point is main important thing in case of the application like air conditioning and refrigeration. High latent heat of vaporization, low specific volume in vapor state, it will be used to reduce the size of the increase the efficiency of that particular system. Stable under working condition. Oil miscible means if we are using that hermetically sealed compressor, so whatever that oil get mixed with that refrigerant, so this is the special property, oil miscibility. Environmental friendly. So this is the most important property of the refrigerant. So whatever the refrigerant are used in variety of domestic, industrial as well as commercial application, whose global warming potential and ozone depletion potential must be zero. So generally nowadays we are using that natural refrigerant in order to avoid that ozone depletion potential and ozone potential. Thank you. So students, this particular video is related with the fundamentals about the refrigerant used in case of the refrigeration and air conditioning application. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy.